Bam! We're live. Is that how you work? Is that how it goes?
I think
Caleb?
so. That's
Bam,
what I
you're
heard.
live. Okay. All right. Day 3. Syndicate Crown, Knoxville, Tennessee. Got John Young.
Yes, sir.
First pre-show of the weekend.
Yes, first pre-show.
Got a workout in too, didn't you?
I did. The Hatfield spectator workout.
You have to do that, don't you?
Huh?
You have to do that when Hatfield's out there. You got
one of us
support
has
him.
to work out. He didn't work out, so one of us has to do something.
He did a couple rounds yesterday.
A couple.
Before we get into Heat 1, first of all, if you are still playing for some CrossFit Games tickets at Heat 1, now is your time. The prop bets are up. There's a bunch of them out there. John, you've been doing pretty well in the Heat 1.
Have I? I have not looked at it. I've been making my picks, and then I've been busy all weekend.
Been not paying attention?
I haven't.
You moved up the leaderboard, I think, on both. Oh, what did I do?
I know
Heat 1.
if I'm within 100 points of first place, then you better watch out, because then that means I'm pretty good in the last day.
You are in 12th place on the shot caller.
Wow. Nice.
And
top 10, we really don't know until the last day, because so much can shift.
Top 10 will move around. The Syndicate Crown leaderboard is super tight.
Super tight.
Outside of Brooke Wells sitting in first place with 358 points. Second through 6th, separated by 21 points. Lexi Neely with 310. Kyra Milligan and Caroline Stanley, both proven athletes, sitting there with 307, just 3 points out from a qualifying spot. Followed by Miley Wade and Reese Littlewood, both teenagers.
Yeah.
Miley's still 17 years old. Reese now 18. They are both in contention.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would say they're in contention. I think they're going to stay down at 5th and 6th, but they're definitely the next generation coming. I think they still have. I think Reese might make the jump next year. I think Miley might take 2 years just to get strength, because then he maxed out. I think she's gonna drop. I think Isabel was the best thing she could have asked for, a la Haley Adams, right? She's not going to get that every year. So I'm going to say it takes 2 years for Miley Wade to make the jump, and I think Reese can make the jump next year. Reese, I know they're very close in the leaderboard. I've been more impressed with Reese. She did the rope climb interval workout. Just, it looked like a different workout she was doing than everybody else.
I hear you say that they're probably going to be 5th and 6th, but don't you think going into this next workout, the handstand walk obstacle, Kyra and Caroline are not known for being great handstand walk, especially with the stairs. And
They're not.
I would assume at least Reese, given her overhead stability, probably is pretty good, just like Lexi Neely is.
Typically,
overhead.
It's translatable for sure. I would say Kyra Milligan has great overhead stability too, though, and she's not. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's a 1-for-1. If you're a great handstand walker, you're probably good at the overhead lunges, but I don't think it works vice versa, a la Kyra. They are. I know Miley's a mayhem athlete. They do the ramp a lot. I really just think it's something we don't know until they do it. And even if they get ahead of Kyra and Carolyn, I just feel like Kyra's going to murder the last event more than anybody. I think Kyra's going to win the last event, and it's going to be like a last-ditch home run effort. Lexi Neely is going to murder this event. She might be my pick to win it. I know Brooke's probably there, but Lexi Neely's going to be with her.
What about Lydia Fish?
Yeah, dude.
This next workout.
Dude, and if you look at Lydia Fish's finishes, she had a 29th in Isabel. And then after that, if we just did the 2 through 4 events, and probably 2 through 6 at the end of the day, she might be in a top 2 spot, the way she's finished it. It's just Isabel. She 14th in regionals for events, but then she's got a 5th, a 2nd, and then a 2nd.
Yeah.
Dude, like she's been amazing. And I think she's going to keep on doing amazing. I think she'll be top 5 in athletes only. The sandbag one, maybe she gets hurt, but she's always stronger than we think. It's just the maxed out events that she doesn't have yet.
Yeah, that would be my biggest concern if she moves up the leaderboard, but the second set of 9 sandbag cleans.
But I
Put
tell you what,
things
she has
forward.
more grit than anybody in this field. As far as it's just like grit, bulldog, or ability to hurt, I think Lydia Fish has more than anybody in this field, including Brooke Wells. Look, Brooke Wells is fitter than all these women. She's a tier above. We kind of knew that already. As far as just who has that heart, like Ricky Garrard's somebody that comes to mind. Doesn't mean he needs to finish.
Yeah.
But he has more heart than almost anybody. Lydia Fish is in that category.
Walking down the leaderboard, Erica Polo, not a great day yesterday.
No, it was not.
Sydney Wells did have a much better day. Moves up into 10th place. So that is good. Nina Bragovic, great on the handstand walk.
Yes.
She could also move up there.
And if you remember in Crash Crucible, Nina came out really, really, really hot on the handstand walk workout. Lydia Fish ended up hawking her down. But as far as speed of an actual handstand walk, she was faster than everybody. And like honestly, she might be the best handstand walker in that field. She just went out too hot. So the ramp is going to slow everybody down.
Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I was at the medic.
What'd you do?
I was getting drugs for my tooth.
You get your tooth extracted?
No, I considered it this morning at 7 a.m. Self-extraction. No, I'm good now.
Good now? All better?
Well, no, but I mean,
Well, yeah, some lidocaine.
taking off drugs, anything's better.
Put some Novocaine in there.
Huh?
Lidocaine, Novocaine.
No, whatever Tylenol is made of. What's in Tylenol?
Antihistamine.
No,
It's definitely not
Morphine.
an
I
antihistamine
think it's morphine.
or an anti-inflammatory.
what's in Tylenol?
I'm trying to think of the word.
Acetaminophen.
He said anti. I'm trying to think of whatever he's thinking of.
I'm on a lot of drugs, John.
I think John is too,
No,
actually.
it's not. I'm trying to think of what he's thinking of, Caleb, not me.
Speaking of almost drugs, thank you, Sarah Cox, CA Peptides, for the house.
The
You guys
most
have been staying at.
The most depressing thing about today was packing up the house this morning. Like, without Sarah, we'd have been either not here or homeless while we
Wait,
were
we're still going to the house later tonight, right?
No, we're gone. Did you not bring your stuff?
We're still at the house, right?
We are.
Okay, I need to go back to the house. If that's true, right?
Fergie, $1.99, some daily dues.
Hey, if you want to repay Sarah for the coverage that you're seeing, you can go to capeptides.com.
Look at this. 2 Drew Peanuts. $4.99. You're killing it.
LOL.
LOL. Ovaltine fun.
Hey, thank you too, Drew. I appreciate it.
He won't see a cent.
Not 1 cent of it.
I honestly don't care if I get paid. I'm working my hardest to give you guys the best product. Just y'all telling me that I'm killing it is payment enough for me.
Yeah, Jeff Biocco.
Whoa, he's turned over a new leaf for June.
All love to the Savant crew today. New month, new me.
Wow.
It is June. Whitney Davis, $1.99. Thank
Tell you
you.
what, Jeff, you can't get any worse.
That's right. There's Fergie. Moving on to the men's leaderboard, it's just as tight.
Have you gone through the prop bets yet?
No, not yet.
Okay,
Not
I
yet.
haven't done mine. I'm going to do them while you're. Yeah.
We'll get those in a second. The men's leaderboard, Ty Jenkins, Jack Rosema tied,
Dude,
for first place.
I thought I would be more excited about the women's field. It's a little bit more stacked than the men. The men, between the top 4 guys, it's going to be an amazing race. Between 4 places, there's 3 points of separation. I don't remember the last competition where it was that tight between 4 spots.
It's hard to know.
4 spots, maybe
Yeah.
2 spots, but not 4.
Yeah. Ty Jenkins, Jack Rosema tied for first. Those are the top 2 spots.
And with
just 3 points behind them, George Sterner, Luke Parker.
Yeah, and what's amazing is I think Ty and George are about to kill event 5, and I think Jack and Luke are going to kill event 6. Like it's literally 2 different worlds of a workout.
Yeah. Connor Volts, people were talking about him going into it. I don't think a whole lot of people knew about him. Quinn Robinson, a team athlete. Very, very good weekend so far.
Yeah, and I mean Connor's kind of making a name for himself as the guy who goes out hot and holds on.
Who's his coach?
Connor Volts?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it that? What's his name? Layden. You know the guy.
Cole?
Oh my God.
Kale?
No.
Raymond?
Go on. I'll think of it.
All right, good story. 7th place.
You should look at Connor Bolt's profile picture.
Why don't you pull it up?
It is up. You're just
Oh.
not looking at the screen, ding dong.
There it is. Is that really Connor Poltz?
That's what he looks like, man. He's got some stuff.
Okay.
He's got some tism.
He's got
A
some
little bit tism.
CrossFit Sale.
Guys, the rest of his body does not look like that. He looks like a freaking Turbo Man, if you remember that movie.
That picture kind
That
of
man's hot.
That picture
Yeah,
kind of looks
he's-
like John.
All right.
That's enough.
Yesterday, one of the prop bets on Heat 1 was could Sydney Wells and or Spencer Panchik move into the top 10? Spencer was 17th. Sydney was 19th.
And they're both in the top 10.
And they're both in the top 10. Spencer Panchik with a great Saturday, 11th place on yoke repeater, and then the only male athlete to finish in 3 intervals on medal march. He is now in 7th place. Very good weekend. You hashed it out with Scott,
I
right?
predicted Spencer to come in 7th place. So Spencer's doing exactly what I thought he would.
He did do something crazy though.
He did, dude. it is. I love so much that happened right after I said that happened immediately after.
But isn't it? It's like
It's amazing.
two of the best things of making a prediction are when you're bang on right and when you're so wrong.
Yeah, and you have to eat it.
Yeah,
That's why Tyler's a great addition to the spin.
I've
every
never
Wednesday night.
experienced the first.
Down in 10th place, Seth Stovall. Little disappointing.
Yeah. Of the people that were in the running to get the top 2, or at least that people would predict the top 2, he's been the most disappointing of those people. I actually think he's going to continue to climb, though, and end up being, what is he at? I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up 7th place, and then people predicted him 4th or 5th. It's not that far out of where he went. But yeah, a lot of people picked him to be in the top 2, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Speaking of somebody who predicted somebody high, Tyler Watkins picked Tanner Balaz. 4th?
Well,
Hey, he will climb today.
He will.
Yeah,
He will. He's going to be a great in this event.
he did the same thing at Crash last day. He just bumped
It's a
himself.
roller coaster. Tyler also predicted Ben Smith to be 2nd place.
He is in 15th.
Yeah.
We're still waiting on that Travis Mayer.
I mean, Ben Smith started out strong, and then it's been the opposite. Yoke repeater, 35th.
Travis Mayer, top 5 Masters.
Maybe
Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe. We'll see.
top 5 World Fitness Project. Probably not anyway.
I don't think so.
No.
Top 5 would be too hard.
Stephen Clegg down there in 22nd. CrossFit L4.
Yeah, it's cool, guys. Just
Oh,
watching
yeah.
the broadcast.
I met him
No
today.
worries.
Did you?
Yeah. He's bigger than I am.
He is a big dude.
dude.
He ran pretty well yesterday, too.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I didn't know who he was, and I shook his hand. He goes, "Hey, I'm Stephen Clegg," and I was like, "You murdered Isabel." Like that was my first. I didn't even say hello. I just asked, "Dude, you did really, really good."
Event 6 is the sandbag one, isn't it?
It
Correct.
is. Bag 9.
What's the cap?
10 minutes.
Is it 10 or 9?
It's. I believe it's 10. I'll double check. I believe it's 10.
I got my prop bets done.
You have those all set up, prop bets?
Yeah.
So we can go to Heat 1 app and check out the prop bets.
Yep.
9 minutes. 9 minutes for bag 9.
Okay.
So somebody just tripped over our camera. I think it's all messed up. Caleb, you want to switch that? Somebody came in the band area.
I'm dealing with some unruly fans who are trying to push me out of the way while we're doing a broadcast.
That better?
I mean, you're not in it, but
That's better then.
Do I need to fix the camera too?
Hey, is the chat fixed?
Yeah, no, it's kind of. It just doesn't have Sevon in it.
Yeah.
I had to delete 37 group chats.
Leon,
When
2
you turn
pounds.
that, I can't turn it the way
Loved
it
the
needs to turn from here
broadcast
to
yesterday.
do the thing.
Thank you, Leon.
Let's see, we got to do some housekeeping. The JV team, super sticker, $3. Thank you. And a second super sticker. We're just doing some, I'll keep going down here. Libby Budak, how we feeling today, boys? You feeling good?
Dude, I'm feeling great. I'm super excited to see what happens. What I'm hoping for, the men are going to be amazing no matter what. I really hope Kyra can keep it close. Kyra or Carolyn can keep it close enough with Lexi after event 5 that it's possible for some crazy stuff to happen in event 6.
Yeah.
I don't root for failure, but I just want it to be close. Where if Lexi Neely makes a mistake, I'm not hoping for an Annika Greer Christopher situation, but just we're like, what? Who made it? What's happening?
Yeah.
We want a version of Sprague and Morad from.
Wow,
Oh,
that'd be rough. That'd be rough.
I feel bad for whoever.
But that's worked out for everybody. One of those guys won the CrossFit Games, and one of them set up his own rival league.
Yeah, well, yeah. You're absolutely right.
Dreams do come true.
So that means if Kyra were to pull that off,
Yeah.
Lexi Neely's going to win the CrossFit Games one day, and Kyra Milligan's going to just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Earth's Fitness Competition by Kyra Milligan. I want to say hi to my kids, Sloan and Bodie. They're watching at home.
You can also say hi to Joe Ellis for $99.99.
Wow, that's like $300.
Oh, my gosh, Joe.
In the
For the
last 3 days.
hardest working and best looking media team. That's who's talking to you.
You're
there,
half
Pedro.
right. You're half right.
Extra money for the Airbnb cleaning fee.
Thank you so much, Joe. We appreciate you.
There's some crazy stuff in that Airbnb, like as in the physical building. There's a bat in the, so when you walk out the back door,
Dude, Taylor is so
he is
afraid
terrified.
of that
He
bat.
doesn't even have hair for it to get stuck in, but he's freaked out.
Yeah.
You walk out the back door and there's a little kind of canopy area, and you can just hear like this squeaking, and it's like, is that on the floor or in the air?
It's where we have to leave too. The
Yeah.
bat is in the room where the door is, where we go outside. And dude, was it this morning or last morning?
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. We were about to leave, and I was like, "It's flying out." And Taylor was like, "What?" like we started freaking out. It was so.
There's
funny.
There's a door. You go in the back door. There's another door beside the back door that's locked. Yeah. You can open it from the inside, and it just goes downstairs to what looks like an asbestos factory.
We had not been downstairs.
And I said to Taylor, I was like, how much money would it take you to go down there? And he goes, there's not enough money in the world.
Dude, a demon lives down those stairs. None of us have gone downstairs.
I came down yesterday.
I'm going to send you a picture if you want to post where we did. Yeah.
I went downstairs yesterday. There was a towel in the middle of the floor in the hall. And I was like, hey, what's the story with the towel? And Sevon goes, oh, the shower upstairs is leaking. So that was the solution, to put a towel on the floor downstairs. All of the faucets are backwards, so hot and cold are on the wrong side, and the taps turn the wrong way. So, like, you should turn it, whatever, anti-clockwise to turn it on, but they turn clockwise, and they're both on the wrong side of each other. You're better off in an RV.
CA Peptides.
Actually,
She didn't book the house. She didn't book the house. It's on us completely.
My RV is set up the exact same way, where it's the opposite on either side for hot and cold. I've got it buckets, so sometimes I'll just like be waiting for the water to heat up. It's just constantly cold for 5 minutes.
Don't mess with Sarah, dude. Sarah's a good girl.
Oh, I get it. No, it's not. It's not
I love Sarah.
Was it Mrs. Matosian that booked the Airbnb?
I believe so.
I love Haley too.
No disrespect to Haley.
Haley does great.
Yeah.
Listen,
I mean, finding any house anywhere with like 14 beds, like, good job.
Oh, man.
and I'm living in the attic. I'm the furthest away from that demon there is.
And we're only 3 minutes drive from here too. Hey, I want to tell a quick story about John and my room. So I came back. We were at the house first.
I get to the house, and then you say, go get a bedroom. I'm like, cool.
So he picked my bedroom.
And I picked the bedroom with the least amount of stuff in it.
No, you picked the bedroom, the only bedroom where somebody had made their bed.
It looked like nobody was there.
People have said before that, oh, John Young can't read a room. He literally could not read the room. There was no one in it, but he still couldn't read it. There was stuff everywhere, and he just looked around and was like, yeah, this will do. And then he was angry when he came back because I had moved the stuff out.
I was not angry.
Well, where am I supposed to sleep?
I said, somebody put my stuff in the hallway. I just need a bed to sleep on. Eventually, I made my way to the attic.
And we feed him fish heads at night. Look at that.
So that's
What is
the
that?
downstairs.
That's
And listen,
downstairs.
there is a door. Like when you get down there's a door to your right.
Turn
And
the bottom,
nobody has been down there. Nobody will go down there. I'm pretty sure you can hear
No.
like
When I was leaving this morning, I heard.
stop.
Oh, good stuff. The finish I'm on. Got medical GoFundMe for athlete box jump fails.
I don't think that's going to be an issue.
You don't think so?
No.
Leon, loved the broadcast yesterday.
Leon.
Not great today, but hey, thank you for.
Hey, you're getting a lot of
support.
praise in the comments for your play-by-play.
I am.
Is that a new calling?
I don't even.
Yeah,
Would you do it again?
You're getting a lot of love in the comments.
Would you
That's
do it
cool.
again?
Yeah, pretty good.
Sure, why not?
Must be nice.
I do what I do, you know.
And what you don't do is take compliments well, evidently.
Interesting.
Lee Frazier, $9.99.
This is where you say thank you.
Well, thank you, everybody.
I mean, I'd be like that sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, John, notoriously bad at taking positive praise.
Yeah. Notoriously bad at taking negative praise.
He actually is, but yeah.
I feel like I take negativity very well.
See, it's hard to balance that though, because my DMs are criticizing the broadcast, and I don't know if they're criticizing me or John.
Oh,
They're not saying
Good.
what.
You're
It's probably
synonymous.
John.
So you're just
They're like,
synonymous.
hey, your broadcast is not professional. I'm like,
did we ever say it was going to
sorry?
be professional?
Professionally.
I don't remember we saying that.
I
I don't think so either.
Me
I
don't
think,
say
I, think we,
professional.
I think we promised the opposite.
Guys, I'm just doing the best that I can. Okay.
Right.
That was a la something. You didn't went over your head.
Just doing your best, huh?
Blasphemy.
There we go.
Jacqueline
Yeah,
Robertson,
she's the best.
Canada, $2. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
You can now watch today. Oh, Chase, good job. You can watch today.
Friendly
Oh, good.
fee.
Yeah, don't forget.
Thank you. We better do some prop bets. We are athletes only coming up very, very soon. That is one of the prop bets. So go on to the Heat 1 app right now. Enter your prop bets. 5 sets of 4 CrossFit Games tickets will be going to the winners of Heat 1 at the end of the weekend. All right, first one, day 3.
Stop looking.
What overall place will George Sterner finish? He is tied for second right now.
Tied for first.
Tied for first? Is that right?
No, third. He's tied for third.
Yeah.
I picked my place purely on the fact that I know some of the listeners will like me to say it. I think he's going to finish third.
I predicted him to be third. I'm going to stick next to that.
I'm sticking with third as well, right outside the cut line. That's going to be
I think he's going to be in second place after this event.
second. You think Ty could beat him?
I think Ty's going to win the next event.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. And then Jack and Luke just come storming up on the final event.
Oh, accident, yeah.
Day 3, women's point spread. What will the women's point spread be between first and second place after everything is said and done?
I mean, right now it's at, 48 points?
Brooke leads 48 points over Lexi Neely.
I think she's going to be very good at the handstand walk workout. It's going to be between her and Lexi Neely. Maybe Nina or Sydney creeps in there too. And then I don't see her being bad at the sandbag workout either. I'm going to say 60 plus.
That's what I have, 60 plus. What do you have for, we're going to assume.
Sorry, I was putting Jeff in timeout. Go on.
We're going to assume that Brooke Wells wins. But what's the point spread between first and second on the women's leaderboard after today?
I said less than 40.
So somebody's going to catch up to Brooke today.
Yeah.
Who?
I think that the group that are behind her are just going to slowly encroach on her. I don't think she's going to win the next 2 events.
I don't think she's going to win the next 2 events either. I still think she'll be ahead by 60.
No, I don't think so.
It's 12 total points.
Listen, John, as someone
Who's going to do better than her on
consistently
both events?
finishes in the bottom half of Heat 1,
All right.
you shouldn't question my
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
All right, John and I have 60 plus. Pedro thinks Brooke's going to not do so hot.
You
And
also predicted me to be 8+ minutes on Isabel.
No, I didn't.
Dick.
I said 6:10 was my prediction. And you said, oh, that's actually a
No,
good
I
prediction.
listened to the broadcast.
I said 7 to 8.
And you said, I think he's going to come out hot and he's going to blow up and he's
That
going to
was
be
not
8+
me.
minutes.
6:01 to
Well,
7.
that's what you said on the broadcast.
Why would I say one thing and do a
I don't
different?
know. I actually said that's where I was going to finish too. I didn't.
I thought you were going to blow up on Isabel. I thought you were going to go out so hot.
Yeah, you both said he was going to
Sandra
get 2
Meester
guys.
would have been 5th in the whole entire competition. How crazy is that?
It's a fit dude. That is a fit dude. In just over 30 minutes, athletes only.
That's going to be fine, dude.
For those of you who don't know, athletes only. Taylor Self is going to be joined by Austin Hatfield, Angela Chico.
Do you know why Taylor Self is able to do this workout and why he's able to stand out on the floor all weekend doing the best sideline interviews we've had in the sport for years?
High ground beef chips?
CA Peptides in his knee.
Oh.
You can go to capeptides.com. Sarah will sort you out.
Okay.
You too could be doing sideline interviews.
I honestly need CA peptides in my knee, honestly.
There you go. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome event right before the elites take the field. Haley Adams is going to be out there. Austin Hatfield, Angela Chico, Taylor Self, Sam DeMeester.
Dude, it's going to be a really good race.
This would be awesome. One of the prop bets.
I'm picking Haley Adams, man. I don't think she's ever lost a GHG workout.
What about Taylor, though?
I think Taylor's going to be great, but I think him and Angelo are going to be right next to each other. I kind of think Austin can beat them in this workout.
I have Austin.
And I think Haley, when has Haley ever lost a GHD workout?
Today.
Okay.
I think Austin's going to be so embarrassed by yesterday that he's going to want a bit of redemption.
And I don't think that's a bad pick at all. I'm just rocking with Haley. But I absolutely think he's got a little extra motivation.
68% have taken Haley Adams. I have Taylor Self.
I have Austin.
You have Haley?
I have Haley.
Sticking with
Poor Angelo.
Yeah. Sticking with the athletes only.
Angelo's one of those old guys that's actually young. Like,
Yeah,
Angelo
he's like
Jake
26 or
Marconi,
27.
Ben Smith. They're all people that are like, that guy's like 40.
Right.
Well, Ben's 35.
But still, he should be like 48.
Angelo's like 27 or something like that.
Well, we know Haley's going to do well on this. But how many elite women after this can beat Haley Adams' time?
I'm going to say 0.
0?
Because I think Haley would beat everybody at the games in this workout.
What do you think, Pedro?
I said 3 to 4.
3 to 4 women are going to beat Haley Adams.
No, men. Elite men.
No, but the question is women.
It's elite. It's supposed to be how many elite women? I don't know.
But it says elite men.
Adam. How many elite women? The title is wrong.
Oh, okay.
The title is
then
wrong.
I need to change. Hang on. Then I'll go 0.
0.
Yeah. It would depend, if it's men, I think 1 or 2. If it's women, I think 0.
This is women.
Okay,
Let's-
0.
It is poorly written.
Hang on. Let me
Can't
get this.
get the free help these days.
You got to go by the question.
Let me go get this all fixed up. Hang on a second. We gotta get the title right so nobody messes that up. All right, that is going to be fixed up here in a second. I have 1 to 2. Only reason being is I think somebody might be able to squeak by just because it's the competition.
Yeah, but I think that's the reason nobody will be because
they're
they've done 4 events and Haley's done nothing. She shows up here, it's 1 event, goes all out, and she's against Taylor and Austin, right? Like they're gonna pull her and Angelo. Like I would out of this competition, is Austin fitter than everybody here? Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, I know he was very trash in that workout, really, really bad. But yes, he is. And is Taylor?
I really thought that your disdain for Austin was going to last more than 1 sleep.
Oh, well, just wait for the next mount. Okay.
The next mount's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah.
All right, I have 1 to 2. I have a feeling it looks like John and Pedro are 0. Nobody's gonna beat Haley.
Well, so essentially, you're saying Brooke is going to beat Haley and Lexi Neely's going to beat Haley,
I just
right?
need one. I just need one.
Yeah, but one of those two. Yeah.
Hang on. I had 1 to 2, and you were like 1 to 2.
Men. You had 1 to 2 men.
Men.
Yeah,
It's women.
but you picked 1 to 2 women.
I did.
But you freaked out when I picked 1
Yes.
to 2.
Yes. Yes, that's how it works.
Yeah, he's right, man. Like, that's all I think. I think
That's
Haley's
how it
going to have the top time out of everybody who is in this area right now.
Moving on to Event 5, the actual elite competition. The top 2 teenagers at 5th and 6th. Miley Wade, Reese Littlewood. Who has a better finish?
Listen, I don't know either one of their handstand walking ability. I know Reese made the overhead lunge workout look like nothing. So
That was like tea at the game.
yeah, it was.
That was crazy.
It was. So I'm picking Reese Littlewood.
Same.
Like Brian said, if you have good overhead, it's not a direct 1-to-1 correlate, but typically you're pretty good in your hands. And I'm gonna say Reese Littlewood. Miley Wade could be a handstand walking freak, and we don't know it,
Right.
but we'll see.
I mean, she is a mayhem athlete. She's done plenty of.
Where does she live, though? Does she live
She
in
lives in
Cookeville?
She lives in Knoxville.
Okay.
She
I think if you don't
she
live-
trains at Mayhem 3 days a week or so.
Oh, okay. All right.
Did you put them together just because they're teenagers, or do you know something about Miley?
They are teenagers,
Just
and they are
just
also
teenagers.
they're 5th and 6th.
I
and
just was like,
teenagers.
are we picking Reese because we think she's great, and then Spins like has this secret handstand knowledge?
Nope.
No.
This is a they're two of the younger athletes in the field, if not the two youngest, and they are 5th and 6th.
Elsie Larson's also a teenage athlete. I think she got 2nd in the teen games last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if she's younger or not than those two, but she's also in the competition.
Yeah.
Sevon did have some secret information of Miley Wade. He was like, Miley Wade's going to win this heat.
Right.
And
On
I
the
was like,
running?
all right. Yeah.
So she played soccer and apparently has
Yeah,
just
but
a
Brooke
motor.
Wells ran 400 meters
You don't
in
play
college.
You don't play soccer on your hands.
That's true.
It's
That's
not
true.
relevant for this.
Thank you. She was a goalie.
Oh, well, then that changes everything.
I'm going to pick Reese Littlewood. I'm a little nervous just given Mayhem's training with high volume GHDs. I know this isn't a ton like we have seen, but it will. I'm going to say it's going to cause some midline drama, and then you have some handstand walking over an obstacle. I'm sure they've done that at Mayhem a lot, so she may have more experience with it. But after seeing Reese with the overhead position, I'm going to go with that.
Who coaches Reese?
I don't know.
Is she
Event
not-
5.
Is she not Dom as well?
No, she is not
She's
with
not
Mayhem.
Dom.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if she just works with somebody in her gym.
Okay.
Event 5,
Is
Tanner.
she training Think Tank?
I don't think so.
Oh, look, PC knows all about the teams. Look. Both are great handstand walkers. Reese beat.
Best finish at Syndicate last year was in the handstand walkers row event.
Who is
last
Reese's
year.
coach, Patrick?
I don't know. Heard athletic. She trains at Crash sometimes.
I'll be incredibly let down if you do not know.
She might have tagged her coach in that post.
Yeah.
Yeah, Caleb's on it.
Event 5, Tanner Balaz. What place does Tanner finish on athletes
I
only?
think he's going to be really good at this workout, but I just think people will be
Oh.
better. I say 6 to 10.
Dylan,
Shit, I thought that was overall. I'm changing mine. Sorry.
It says E5.
Peter.
That one's right.
Look.
She does not have a camp coach. I didn't think so. I thought she
Drugs,
works with
John.
Does
somebody
that mean
from
she
her
doesn't
gym.
have a coach, though?
I think she just works with somebody at her gym.
Okay.
I believe that's what it was.
If anyone would know, Patrick would know.
Yeah. So yeah, 6
I
to-
did 6 to 10.
6
yeah.
to 10. Everybody's
I
picking
said
6
6
to
to
10.
10
Actually, over 50% have 11 to 15. So they are probably wrong. Event 6, Lydia Fish. We know she's probably going to do very, very well.
This is the
on-
sandbag
This
event.
is the bag 9.
Not overall, Peter.
This is sandbag event. What
we
place?
need some like moniker for Lydia. You know, like some
Booster seat Lydia.
Yeah, but like a good one. Like something we could do. Like you can't like what do you can't go. Wait, that's not going to work. But you need to do something fish. Like
Oh.
fish.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I picked her 1 to 10.
Like a.
You have her top 10 finish in bag 9, the heavy sandbag.
Hey,
she's strong, girl.
Yeah, she's strong. She's wiry as
Peter,
well.
I mean, that is incredibly accurate because I also have her 1 through 10
What?
and event 6.
You guys,
Spin doesn't know. Spin's doubting
No, Spin does know.
Lydia.
But he probably picked the
Fish.
same thing, but he wants to make me look dumb first. and
No,
then
he's
say,
11
"Yeah, I
through
picked the same
15.
thing."
I'm 11 through 15.
Well, you should change it because you're wrong.
He's
Should I change
doubting
it? Should I
Lydia
change it to
Fish's
16
power.
to 20? Should I change
Sure,
it to
yeah,
16
yeah.
to 20?
Do, yeah. Change it to 20
I'm
plus.
changing it to 16 to 20.
Go 20
Just-
plus.
Wow.
Just to piss you off.
She's your Moby Dick.
Doesn't piss me
That's a
off.
fishing reference.
I got you, Peter. I got
4% say 16 to 20. I'm going to go with that. I'm
We
going to
got-
say
okay.
that back half of the sandbags is going to crush.
I think it's going to crush a lot of women, and I think she has got more grit than all of
I
them.
don't think there's anybody here that paces workouts better than Lydia. And I think a lot of
And
people
I think
are
she's
gonna,
done the workout.
a lot of people are going to power
Like a
through
few
some touch and go and fall apart, and she'll just squeeze past them all.
All
Like like a minnow. There's another fishing reference.
I'm down to go. I'm down to find a moniker, but like it's got to be clever. No,
God, you gotta stop.
You can imagine the whole stadium is dead silent, and just you can just hear. It's perfect.
Let's talk to the DJ. Maybe he has a fish song for us. Let's see. On the men's
is there
side,
any fish songs?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll be there in a couple of years, John. She needs to get a little bit older first.
I understand what you're saying.
what about Baby Shark?
No.
Events-
Baby
No, dude,
shark,
dude,
no.
she wins.
baby
She
shark,
wins, and then we just start playing
baby
it
shark,
over the internet.
baby shark, mommy shark. Okay, we'll stop.
Moving on to the men's side, Event 6. Who has the better finish? Connor Volts, Quinn Robinson, or Brandon Smith? 3 guys in the top 10 that we probably did not
Hey, Someone said in the chat earlier on, I downloaded Heat 1 today and it's so hard to use. And I read it. I was like, that guy's an idiot. All of these picks I picked as overall in the leaderboard. Who'll have the better fit?
You got to read the question.
E6.
Okay.
That's event 6.
That's still on the sandbag.
That's correct.
Oh, I'll go Brandon Smith.
Brandon Smith's a big dude. What do you think,
he's
John?
large and
No,
in
he's
charge.
normal size. These fucking idiots are all just
Listen,
small.
Watch your
I-
mouth.
Sorry, my bad.
I agree with Caleb, but not as crudely. Family friendly show. All these guys are freaking small.
Connor is a smaller dude.
Dude, I'm gonna go Brandon Smith as well. I know he has a lot of power, even though he blew up. He's very strong. He's very fast when he's running. I just think he's got a little Luke Parker in him.
Am I the assistant to the senior analyst? Is that what's happening?
So I'm gonna go Brandon.
All the same picks.
I'm gonna go Brandon Smith as well.
All Brandon Smith?
Yeah, but you answered questions that you didn't even know you were
No,
answering.
I changed it there.
Oh, okay.
I had Connor Volz.
68% say Connor. He is.
They're just hot on Connor after yesterday.
Yeah.
If you vote one more time, it'll be 69%.
That's assuming 100 people are playing it.
Maybe it's
Dog,
2.
at least,
There's only 25 of us.
and they're all sitting at
To
the
be
desk.
72%.
That's like almost one games ticket per entrant.
That's right, almost.
You can win
Dude, we could all go to the game
five
for free.
sets of 4 CrossFit Games tickets.
You
I mean,
can.
if you wait long enough, they'll pay you to go.
There's always a possibility. Event 6 time cap. How many total athletes, men and women combined, do not finish under the 9-minute time cap?
I think 3, so I've gone 1 to 4.
1 to 4. Men and women combined do not finish.
I said 0.
All of them
Everybody's going to finish.
Or no, I said 1 to 4. I'm sorry.
I'm going to say 5 to 8. I think
I
that
said 1 to
bag
4.
is going to crush somebody at the
Yeah.
end.
Dude, it's not. Yes, it's heavy, but it's not like I can't do it heavy. You just wait, and you can do it.
You wait until your time runs out.
No, dude. I just don't think it's like 9 minutes. I know we know Taylor was 440. We know Colton was low 4s. Like double their time.
Taylor's amazing at sandbag. Colton is just super fit.
I just think, and I know the better athletes. So, like, what wins this event, I think, will be around the 5-minute mark, right? Like, let's even say 5:10, 5:15, right?
Yeah.
That means who comes in after him is around the 6-minute mark, and then who's like not doing great is the 7-minute mark, and then who's really, really bad is the 8-minute mark.
I mean, there's some small girls down there.
It's a 9-minute cap. I just feel like I could finish this workout in a 9-minute cap, and I know all of these people are way fitter than I am.
How many? Yeah, but how long does it take
Everyone
for
just did a
someone
really
the
big
weaker
slide.
women to finish 9 sandbags?
That's what you know he's thinking.
I don't think 150 hits the women. I think 200 is harder for the men than 150 is for the women.
For some of the smaller girls?
For some of the smaller guys, yeah, 1 to 1, yeah,
Yeah. So how long does that take?
under 9 minutes.
No, for the first 9 sandbags, how long does that take?
The first 9 sandbags, a minute.
No.
If we're going fast.
The testing,
Let's say 2
the 2
minutes.
women that tested it, it was Lindsay Lane and Molly McGrandy. It took them a minute, 15, minute 30, I think, to finish the first 9
Okay,
sandbag cleans.
so if we're going slow, then 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Then they probably struggle on the ring muscle ups.
They lowered the ring muscle ups and the calorie row based off testing.
Yeah, but they're not. Lindsay and Molly are both very fit.
What's going on behind us?
The teams are getting
the
their
award ceremony.
prizes.
Oh.
Their useless prizes because
Was teams here this week?
yeah, I guess
They were-
but they didn't.
They were a
We
bunch
should
of
have
people on the
we
floor.
should have broadcast that.
Why? They're not going to the games.
We should have broadcast it.
What the fuck do I care?
Let's see what
What
the
is
chat
wrong with
says.
you? Sorry,
Let's see
I
what the
can't.
chat says.
We don't. The chat,
Yeah, chat, what do you guys think? Do you think 1 through 4? Do you think
5 through 8.
0? Or do you think 5 through 8?
They're arguing about who qualified from Torian, I think.
Who qualified for Torian? Guy did not qualify.
No, he didn't finish inside the top 1%.
Did Tia accept her ticket?
so far.
She has time to accept it, but she's made some comments. She commented on an amazing reel that Patrick Rios made. It's on the Sevon podcast Instagram.
No, she did not.
And she commented and said, Rios said, "Oh, we can't have Tia win them all," or something like that.
Because Gracie
Yeah, in
won.
one event.
Yeah.
It was like she won 5 out of 6 events. Grace won 1, and Tia said, "Don't get too used to it," which to me says, "See you in
going.
a couple of months."
Yeah.
I think she's going to smoke everybody at the games.
I think so.
Wow,
she
way to go out on a limb there,
she
Brian.
won. She's actually pretty good at CrossFit. She won first place, gets a ticket. Emily DeRoy gets the second place because Grace and Maddie Stewart already had their tickets from in-affiliate. And then on the men's side, Isaac Newman and
Peter Ellis.
And they finished 4th and 5th.
Oh, you've gone too far there, Caleb. It's like the last one.
No, the very most recent. The one of the dad. Yeah. So, yeah, because Ricky had his ticket, Jay had his ticket, and Guy didn't finish inside the 1% in the Open, which is insane. There it is. Don't get too used to it.
This is awesome.
It's basically him shot. It's such a good reel.
638 likes.
Dude, he is all of his heart.
7 more! Come on, Casey! 1!
Elias does such good work. It's crazy.
3! 4! Come on! 5! Come on! 2 more! Come on!
Similar on the men's side.
Come on, guys!
Ricky won a heap of the events. He's got like first, second. That's scary.
Casey!
Man, Zane Healy has aged so badly over this weekend. He did amazing.
He's just coming
Zane,
off his shoulder surgery or elbow
you think
surgery.
how well he did
Shoulder.
Yeah.
after that? What is his pec or his shoulder, whatever? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Comeback.
Or was it Peck? Yeah.
I think it was pec.
All right.
Anyway, that's Australia.
We're getting very close. We need to wrap this up so that they can get the live stream ready for you for athletes only.
Toby Buckland qualified from Africa.
Did he come back?
Yeah, and Christine Leviticus, who I predicted, and I'm absolutely delighted with
Leviticus.
myself. I don't care.
Not Sarah
Well, you
Siegman's
just said
daughter.
I predicted you got no
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, you
Nah.
you mispronounced Sarah Siegman's daughter.
She qualified. She's Australian, isn't she? Or lives in Australia, and
Christina Leviticus?
Yeah, she was from
Is that how you
Australia.
say it?
She lives in
Leviticus?
she lives in.
I thought
Perth,
she lived
I
in South
think.
Africa.
No, she flew over to compete. She's from South Africa originally, but lives in Perth.
Okay.
She almost qualified last year. Messed up one event badly and it cost her. So it's good.
It
It's
was
cool.
like 3 points that Michelle beat
And
her.
then Toby Buckland lives in UAE somewhere, and he's from England originally. So that's good.
So nobody from actual Africa is coming from Africa.
But they're
No,
in the African region.
In Asia, nobody. I mean, I guess technically, but Mariana Meza from Mexico qualified on the women's side because Sung Young Choi won. She's already qualified out of.
How'd Dewan Young do?
Dewan Young was like 4th or 5th.
What about Seher Kaya?
3rd. So she's out.
Wow.
So no, Mariana Meza, I think she's from Mexico. She will qualify out of the Far East Throwdown, and then Morteza Sagat also qualified.
Where's he from? Iran or somewhere?
Iran.
Yeah.
He probably
He's
will-
got paper issues coming over.
Yeah,
here.
he's gonna pop.
Oh, he's gonna have paper issues for a very long time.
So who's behind him? Who's actually going to the games?
Yeah,
So
who's
behind him?
third in Asia?
I will tell you.
Who's not on Pete's?
Tiago Luzes.
All right. Well, we'll see you in a couple of months, Tiago.
So we got 2 Spanish people coming from
Far
Asia.
East.
Well, she's Mexican, isn't she?
Hispanic. 2
Yeah.
Hispanic people coming from Asia.
Yeah.
I really wanted
Yi Kuan Yang.
Yi Kuan Yang.
Yeah. I would agree. But
What about the guy? Remember the guy on the what leaderboard was that? That when Seth was on the debate show, remember there was just like an Asian.
that was in the
veteran.
in-affiliate semifinals.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I don't know. Maybe he's on there. So that's Far East Throwdown. All right, going back to Syndicate because that's going to be what we're here for.
It's nice. It's nice to give all the semifinals their spotlight though, because we're supporting all the athletes.
All
we're
of
not,
them.
We're not picking and choosing based on who we like and don't like.
Or who
They're
are paid
all
by.
going. They're all going to. Well, we're not paid by anybody. Who's going to the CrossFit
We're
Games?
paid by
can't
you. We're
imagine-
paid by you, the viewer.
I can't imagine why or who would do such a thing where they would just cut out one specific semifinal.
Yeah,
It's
it's
blasphemy.
strange.
It's blasphemy.
Hey,
honestly.
you're
yeah.
a Christian, right? Isn't one of the things about being a Christian that you don't hold grudges?
Listen,
Or you like accept
One of-
everybody or something.
one of the things I hate the most that people do is be like it's
Touch
not,
their microphone.
It's not very Christian of you to do something. When people say that, it drives me wild.
I didn't say that. I
Like
just
no,
asked.
I'm not talking about you. But who we're referencing does that a lot, and it drives me wild.
He's not
Okay.
very Christian.
Part of like not judging people is say, hey, it's not very Christian of you to do this, or like it's more Christian of you to do this. Like
I don't even know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
It's very Christian
the-
of me to be sinning.
get
So
the Everybody sends Caleb, but
Right.
We're born with it.
get the log out of your eye before you focus on the speck in other people's eye is a big deal that I think a lot of people would benefit from.
I got a big old log in my eye.
That's not in your eye.
That's why you're not on the
Way
screen.
to take something biblical and make it terrible,
sorry.
Caleb.
That's why my mom hates me.
All right, you better hurry up. Top 2 women. At the end of the day, John, who qualifies for the CrossFit Games women's side?
I think Brooke Wells obviously,
And Kyra.
and it's gonna be Lexi Neely's to lose, and it's really hard for me to predict not Lexi Neely right now. Kyra Milligan can.
She will.
I think it would be exciting if she did.
She will. It will be exciting.
But it's gonna be heartbreak if it's not Lexi. Like heartbreak is gonna happen to Lexi if she doesn't make it.
Yeah, tough break. Wow. Hey, Riley, come on, man, bro.
Not even on the show.
Off to the side.
Pedro.
Yes. Who do I think? I think I made it plainly obvious who I think, don't I?
Does Kyra Milligan beat Brooke Wells?
No.
Okay, so Brooke and then Kyra?
Brooke will be in first. Kyra be in second. All's well that ends well.
Lexi
Except
Neely
for
in
Lexi
third.
Neely.
Dude,
Everyone will be so happy, apart from anyone in Lexi Neely's circle.
no, dude, Lexi Neely's cool.
I think she'll have a good chance then with the affiliate, the last chance, whatever. That's going to be hectic. Isn't it like 10 people or something from every semifinal go to that?
Yes.
That is insanity.
Yeah.
They don't all do it though, surely.
I think
Surely there'll be people that are annoyed. And
Everybody will sign up.
I think
You
it's hard
100%.
to bet against Lexi because I know she's going to do so well in this event. But if it happened, it would be amazing. Like it would be amazing to watch.
I'm going to go Brooke Wells and Kyra Milligan. I think Kyra is going to beat out Lexi on the final workout.
Kyra would
And
have to do
make up-
something spectacular. It's going to be a Sprague.
I think
Morale
she's
type
really
deal.
strong. She's
I think-
really good at pulling gymnastics.
I think everything lines up for this final event for her to make a big push.
if she's within like
I-
20 points.
Okay, I agree with that. If she's
See-
within 20 points, it's possible.
I think it'll happen. I think Lexi does not have the sandbag abilities as Kyra.
She's very strong, though. Not as Kyra, but she's still
Yeah.
very strong.
And I think she will go out too
Kyra
hot.
doesn't have the handstand
I think she'll
walkability
go.
that Lexi has.
She will go out too strong, trying to keep up with Kyra, knowing that she has to stay close
the thing that
and
might
blow up the final 3 sandbags.
the thing that might mess Kyra up is that she might not get enough help in the net. Like she needs people to come between her and Lexi for say the next 2
20
events.
points is 6 spots.
Yeah, so she needs help in the next event to have a chance in the last event.
You can
That's
count
the
on
issue.
Brooke. You can probably count on Carolyn. You need Lydia Fish to be top 10 is what you need, Brian. And then, but then after that, what you got? Miley Wade and Reese Littlewood.
Folo?
And Folo could sneak in there. Sydney could help her. It's possible.
Caitlin Sanders?
Caitlin Sanders.
There's a
could be
bunch that could
sneaky.
do it. So I think that's my call. I'm going to say Kyra Milligan comes back after a big deficit to take the second spot.
And also, like, just purely selfishly, nothing against Lexi Neely at all. I don't know her at all, but I really like Kyra and I really like Kiefer. So I just like that to happen. Just purely selfish.
I'm being a little bit more
not sports
unbiased. I
based.
actually picked Lexi, I think, maybe to qualify, but I think she's going to get.
I
beat out
picked
at this
Lexi
point.
7th.
Yeah.
So like if I wanted to do what I picked, I'd be all on y'all's team.
You know how Lexi would win if she took loads of CA peptides. You can go to capeptides.com.
Probably don't do that while you're competing.
She'd be fine.
No, you
now.
could. You just don't tell anybody.
Yeah, just don't tell
Don't
them.
pull it to Gazan. Men's side, I'll start with you, Pedro.
You hate Alex Kazan, man.
Show me your
You're-
men's.
I'm just saying, don't say when you take something that was not allowed.
Ty Jenkins. Let's see.
Ty Jenkins, Jack Rosemond, George Sterner, Luke Parker.
This is where I think you're going to have the heartbreak. I think Ty Jenkins is going to win this event. I think George Turner is going to be right there with them. I don't think Luke is going to be bad, and I think
He said he was asking me first.
I don't know how Jack is going to be on the ramp. He typically is not great with high volume gymnastics. I think he's going to get hit a little bit though in this workout. It's going to be Ty Jenkins and George Sterner in 1 and 2.
No.
And I think George Sterner is going to get. I think that bag's going to crush him. Not crush him as bad as what you might be thinking with Lexi Neely, but Luke Parker is going to come out like an animal on the sandbag workout. And Jack, but I'm not as much as Luke. I think
Luke Parker is going to finish in second, and he's going to go to the games.
And that's what I think too. I think Luke
and
Parker
it's
is
gonna
going
be-
to jump
who do you got?
George
Who you
Sterner.
got?
I got Ty Jenkins and Luke Parker. It wouldn't even surprise me if Luke Parker ends up first, because I know Ty is going to be like a 7th place in that sandbag workout.
1-2. Who do you got? So you got Ty.
I have
Ty
Ty
and
and Luke
Luke.
being the 1 and
I have
2.
Luke and Ty.
Luke and Ty.
And do you know why? Because I think sometimes, there's so many sports movies, like
Good
where
idea.
amazing things happen. And I think Luke's season is just a sports movie waiting to happen. And the reason those sports movies happen is because that stuff actually happens. Like
Yep.
he's done basically every semi-final that's been going,
Yeah.
and he's messed them all up. And now he has a chance, and it's like, who knows? Could be his last year to do it.
Yep.
And
That's-
I think he'll do
That's
it.
why I have Luke Parker qualifying second place, and in first place, I have Jack Rosamond. I think Ty and George are
I mean, I
going
wouldn't
to
hate
get
it.
passed on the final event.
I like all of these guys. Any combination of the 4, I'm happy with who goes.
But I will say I've been very impressed with Ty. I think he has a lot of potential. He may be the last chance qualifier, but I think my prediction is he falls 3 points short.
I selfishly want Ty to be in. I'm invested in Ty.
All right, real quick, we got 10 minutes. I'm going to go through this. Kyle Greenlee, thank you. Markham Calderon, last minute fee. Let's see. New Jersey SB Construction, you guys are doing great. The ones that complain always complain and send their food back. Cat Teal, $1.99 because you're awesome. Talking to you, Pedro. Sarah Cox, CI Peptides, $9.99 Super Sticker. Thank you.
CAPeptides.com is my most visited website, and that's saying something.
Never mind.
I can't order to Ireland, but it's
All
my
right.
most visited website.
Pedro, what's that dude's name?
Firaz Ikandarani. There you go.
Paying to
Ikandarani.
watch-
Ronnie.
We're paying to watch George Stone Cold Sterner.
I'd say you
win.
don't pronounce the S.
Okay.
It's Ikandarani. But I don't.
Sarah Cox, another $10 for Pedro.
Sarah, he's not even a CA peptide athlete.
But I would be if I could be. I'm in the wrong jurisdiction.
All right, and last one, Kevin Doyle, two euros. Last day, best day, boys. We will see you guys. Head over to the next live stream. Athletes only. Austin Hatfield, Angela DeChico, Taylor Self, Haley Adams, Sam DeMeester, and
Wow,
others.
Sam is